controversial opinion, but I think Pepsi's better than Coke, except for vanilla Coke. I really like vanilla Coke.
I think, honestly, I think it's just a matter of mood, personally, for me.
Mm.
Like, I can drink either. Well, no, I guess I can't really drink either. I can drink Coke for a long time without having to drink, like, another soda.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally I have an urge to at least have a Pepsi, just to switch it up. I think Pepsi's more refreshing and crisp, the initial, with the initial sip.
Yeah.
But I think Coke is more satisfying over with flavor, I guess is the right way to say it. But I think both are pretty good, honestly. I mean, although I do like mixing cherry and vanilla Coke, because cherry vanilla is fantastic.
Can't say I've done cherry vanilla yet.
It's pretty good. They actually have cherry vanilla Coke, they just don't sell it in this part of the US because there's not enough demand for it. Which is stupid. But...
So, do you know which one sells more products, Coke or Pepsi?
I think they're probably about the same, honestly.
Well, I know both of them own like a bunch of like other.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's it, honestly. I don't know if there's any real comparison between like the actual sodas of Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
But I know that when it comes to all their other brands, they're pretty much even for the most part, from what it seems like.
Because who owns Fanta? Is that Coke?
Fanta is Coke, yeah. I would think Coke might actually have some of the better brands. The more popular ones, at least.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with this stupid chicken? There we go. Like, Coke owns... They own Fanta, they own Sprite. They own
Do they own
Dr.
7 Up?
Pepper. I think Pepsi owns 7 Up.
Hmm.
I think Pepsi also owns most of the root beers. I think I can't remember if they're in a partnership with A&W or not. I think they own Barks root beer.
Huh? Go to bed? Okay. Night.
Who is that?
That was cool.
Going to bed early on a Friday?
Yeah. I think he had a long day of work.
Fair enough.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna make a decision on this fireplace. I'm just gonna chuck it down.
Well, you could build another floor or adjust one of the floors. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the bottom floor.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about just sticking it in the top floor.
You should use a campfire for it.
Oh, is that cooler?
They give off smoke and light, so
should I even do netherrack then?
and you can only get burned on a campfire if you're literally like on top of it. So I don't know, it's your call. I think campfires are more fun than netherrack nowadays.
I actually need stripped jungle wood. I believe we have jungle. Sweet.
For what? For a campfire?
Yeah.
No, I think you just need stripped wood in general.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Just take an axe, go up to a tree, and use the right click. It should strip it.
Cool. And I need one piece of coal.
Ah, stupid chicken. He keeps turning around. Like, he'll follow me, and he'll drop off a block, and he'll immediately turn around and start moving away from me.
Okay. We
Dropped an
are...
egg. Nice. Took way too long, chicken.
I don't know where to put it. Just put it right here. Why the freak not? There's no rules in Minecraft. The only...
Hey, would you mind getting me some fences so I can build another pen for these stupid chickens?
Oh, damn it. I need to...
We should have some fences in the wood chest. I've harvested a ton from the, what do you call it? the mine, basically.
They're just oh. Do you want me to give you some? I don't even know what it's
Just want
called.
to build it around us in this area. Some what? Okay, block him in for now. We'll sort him out later once I get another one for him.
This stuff. What's it called? Scaffolding. Do you want some?
Oh, I can get some at some point. I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay.
Thanks though.
So my dilemma here is regarding the top floor. Is if I put the fireplace here, it's going to be
You can always expand more.
That's true.
Like back into the mountain, or even up alongside the mountain, more or less.
What do I
Okay, I'm gonna move the cactus farm because I feel like it's not really worth keeping right here.
Maybe check the sugarcane too, see if there's any tops that can be placed down.
Yeah, I see a couple. I'll get them. I'm gonna move the cactus farm to the far side of the sugarcane, and I'll reduce its amount, so we don't need as much.
All right, I've had an idea. I'm gonna add on to the house. I'm gonna move our bedroom.
Sounds good.
Okay. Were you just using oak wood to build, or is this something else?
I think it's oak, yeah. Or no, that looks like spruce. I don't think it matters what it's made of, but I think that's spruce, that darker wood. It's slightly darker than oak.
Okay. Well, I'll get both.
Let's see, yeah, it is spruce.
It's me. Just grew up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna build. Ugh. This is the problem, is I want to add on to it, but I gotta chop up the mountain to do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying.
Maybe go up on top and dig down behind the wall. Or even just make a doorway in the wall and just add another room back there behind the upstairs room. You know, kind of like we did with the storage room on the bottom floor.
Oh, that's
just cut it into the wall and just hollow out a space.
Really good idea.
And then if we want to adjust anything on the outside of it, we can always do that later.
Okay, the only issue, holy crap, okay, maybe it's not an issue. Can we make the ceiling a little bit smaller in the kitchen?
I don't know, can we?
Maybe.
You might be able to lower it a block or two. I'm not completely sure.
I think it would only need to be one.
I'd say just as long as you don't block the chests so that we can still put items in them, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, okay, this is gonna work. This is gonna totally work. And this is totally gonna like feed off of, maybe I'll build chimneys for our little furnaces so it looks like they're.
That'd be interesting.
I'm gonna do that. I'm doing it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, cactus farm is set up. And I've got 37 cactus to stick into the composter.
Okay, go away. Good.
Okay, all that cactus has given me 3 bone meal. So roughly 1 bone meal per 10 cactus. And considering the cactus is only really used as a dye, that's really not bad.
Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should leave a wall there. Doesn't matter.
Do we have a chest where we're putting bone meal?
Maybe the miscellaneous random crap one?
Oh no, it's in the food one. One of the food ones.
One cool thing I learned about the person that composed the music for this game is he was like not very confident with music. He was okay, he said, and then he just did really simple tracks that fit Minecraft, and now it's like a super nostalgic, well-known song.
Fair enough. That's interesting.
You know what you should do? When you get time, is just at Thane, say if he'll come play. I think he's just chilling.
Yeah, I got a moment. I'll message him.
Bet he'll come game for a little bit. Okay, I think it's right here. What happens if I do this? This looks like nothing. That means I need a cook stone.
We'll see if he responds. Last time I asked him, it's like that's the last message I sent him is, "Hey, you should come play with us."
Did he not respond?
He didn't respond to that.
What a wiener.
I feel like he kind of just does that. If he doesn't want to do something, he just pretends to not see it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst strategy. I do that with text messages all the time.
Text messages are the worst, especially when they're people you don't give a crap about. Like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, we haven't talked in 5 years. Leave me alone. I don't want to go to your wedding. Okay? I don't care that you had a baby.
You're not recording, are you?
Or
are you? You probably don't want to record that stuff.
You could just bleep out names. I didn't say any names.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I think I'm speaking for the masses here. Weddings are boring.
It's true. That's the one thing that after the fact I completely agree with. Actually, Bree and I both feel that way. It's just like my mom said before we got married. She's like, you guys should just take the money that we would spend on it all and pocket it, and then just go to like Las Vegas and get married in the temple there, because that would just be simple.
Yeah.
And there you don't have to have like waiting periods and stuff because of the state laws.
Mm-hmm.
So it would just literally make we could drive in day of and we'd be good. And we thought, well, we kind of want people there because won't everybody be upset if they don't get to, at least be there?
Yeah.
And then now we're just like, yeah, we should have done that. That'd have been nice to have, like 10 grand in pocket.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like,
it's just like it's hard.
Nobody goes to weddings. Like that's the thing. It's just family. Like family goes to the weddings. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, seriously. Well, even then, like, I invited a lot of family and people I thought were close friends, and I honestly I got better turnout from my roommates in college than I did from family and friends.
Well,
At least on our side, and I'm just like, wow, that
cool.
Seriously, that's stupid. What's wrong with people?
Shoot, that cuts into our.
But I mean, I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a crap about most of that stuff now.
Yeah. I mean, people just, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't care about weddings.
No. Well, I mean, for the most part, people don't care about anything but themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you try to be friendly, you try to reach out, you try to be inclusive and things like that. They don't care. They just want what makes them happy, and they're,
They want Netflix and a bag of popcorn.
Seriously.
Which is cool. Like that's what I want. I don't like weddings. I'm like everybody else.
Yep.
Which is funny because I film them for a living.
Well, I find that it's just interesting because it's like, as American culture or even just human culture, we make such a big deal of them, but it's like, is it really worth making that big of a deal? Because most people who, like, honestly, half the people who showed up to ours, I don't think we cared. The people who I wanted there, only like a handful of them came. So it's like, well, I don't really care then.
It's like, I didn't even invite this guy and he's here.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I sent invites to actual friends and family, Like friends like the Whiteheads, for example.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't show up. They forgot. That's what they told me. They forgot. And I'm like, how do you forget when you have an invite?
Yeah.
But like my roommate, I just told him the date and the time. And he's like, hey, I'll be down there that weekend. And I said, yeah, you should come. That'd be great. And he showed up. And it's like,
What a guy.
really? Oh, yeah, he was a great guy. Honestly, I love my roommates. They were so cool.
Well,
We got along great. It was honestly that's like some of my best memories of like the past decade
yeah.
is those guys.
What
They
is it?
reminded me of us, honestly, because it'd be like there was one night where it was 10 o'clock and we all got back from whatever we were doing on campus,
Mm-hmm.
and one of us was like, "Hey, you want to go to?" So we had this soda bar called Soda Vine. You're like, "You want to go to Soda Vine?" It was 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
so we're all just like exhausted, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then we just went around and asked everybody in the apartment. All 6 of us ended up going to Soda Vine at 10 o'clock at night.
That's cool.
We piled into one of my roommates' van. Like he had a van, so we piled into his van. And we all drove down.
It's like Thane's van.
I know. I was like, this is like that's why I loved it. This is just like what I've been doing for the past decade. This is fantastic.
Yeah. One thing I do, I like. I had. So one of my friends, she's a really really good friend. She actually got married. I think she got married like last month, or maybe it was in April. But because of the whole coronavirus, like it was just awkward and nobody could go. So it's like I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing as well. Is it's like honestly, the wedding is like okay. Weddings and receptions are either they can be focused on the relationship and the bride and the groom, because let's be honest, the whole important side of everything has nothing to do with the party you have because you got married.
Yeah.
Is the fact that like, hey, are you getting yourself set up? Are you prepared for what you're doing? Like that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people seem to miss that. But beyond that, it's like the only reason to have a big wedding or a reception is just because family, like they care. And if they don't care enough to be there, then it's like why bother, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or even beyond that, like one other way to look at it, at least this is the way I've been thinking about it from now on, is throw a small event, small cheap event, and invite literally anyone and everyone, because at the very least you spend a minimal amount of money out of it and you get money /
Presents.
gifts
Yeah.
that you know you don't have to buy yourself.
You could actually use.
Yeah. Well, and then it's a thing that I've seen in a few places where people are like, hey, if you've got extra invites for, you know, like your wedding or family member's wedding or whatever, send them to like any CEO or celebrity or business owner, anybody who's like too important to read letters, like Bill Gates, for example. Just send it to his address or his business address. And they said chances are that his secretary will assume
That he knows him.
that they know you, and they'll just send a gift anyway because you know they can afford to.
Dude, I should try
what's
that.
a $20, $30, $40 gift to a billionaire
Well, they
or
probably,
even a millionaire?
yeah, they probably don't even give a crap though. They're just like,
No,
oh,
they wouldn't even notice.
another wedding invite, probably somebody that I don't know, somebody's kid.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. Is like people will just be like, "Oh, I assume you're the kid of somebody I know." And so it's like there's really no harm in just sending invites all over the place, other than the fact that invites do cost money. But if you can find ways around that, like you can make your own or something, you know.
Yeah.
It honestly, it's not a bad way to get set up in life. Because I mean, like for example, with Macy and Brigham, I just gave them cash.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, what would I have wanted? I would have wanted cash because we got a lot of stuff we didn't need, and we didn't get stuff we did need. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll just give cash. People would appreciate that, because then it's like, hey, we didn't get a vacuum cleaner. Well, we got $50. Let's go buy a nice one.
Yeah. It's like a bar mitzvah. Just give them money.
Yeah. Seriously, dude. Seriously. You see, I was just thinking that episode of New Girl.
Oh, is that the
Schmidt's mom has all his bar mitzvah money,
yeah?
and then he asks for it, and she's like, "Yeah, you can have it." Just as soon as you send thank you letters to everybody who was there,
Oof, oof.
and he's like, "No, I can't do that." So they start doing like a police interrogation to help him remember everybody's names.